Hey, this is Kat from Red Mountain Shaman, and I share shamanic wisdom through dreams, visions, nature, synchronicities, intuition, channeling, art, music, photography, and shamanic journeys. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have 2 short channelings and then a quick experience that my husband and I had while we were working with a client clearing some land. And I'm just going to get right into it. So this channeling is from Source Creator, and I just asked about the 777 portal, which is tomorrow, and this is what came through. The month of July is polarizing, and you will see more people move into their chosen timelines. There will be certain events that will be catalysts for choice points. The split in directions will become more pronounced. This was spoken about in your full moon reading, and we wish for you to share this message here, as this energy will be ongoing throughout the month. Those who have made the effort to forge a relationship with the Great Spirit will be guided to their next phase of evolution. Those who reject Spirit and the bringers of spiritual guidance will be flailing to their self-imposed ends. This may sound harsh, but it is part of the path of each soul to choose evolution or devolution. You have been conditioned to think that a person's consequences comes from an angry and vengeful and jealous God. But I assure you, I am always available to those who seek me, no matter the circumstances. It is a matter of accepting my love and guidance or rejecting my love and guidance. Humanity has created a cauldron of lower vibrations, emotions, and situations, and has chosen to go through this valley of fire at a soul level. How will you come out of the refiner's fire? Will you come out with your hope, faith, love, harmony, balance, and peace intact as you purge these lower vibrations? Or will you become sick, bitter, angry, and hopeless as you decide to wallow in your dis-ease? The choice is yours. This choice comes from within. You will begin to be cleared and gain clarity, or you will be cleared from this density and escorted to a place that matches your frequency. Mother Earth continues to purge old energies as humanity purges old energy. And those that choose to remain in the old energies will no longer be able to abide in the raising of planetary frequency. There is no judgment, it is just so. The harvest is plenty, the workers are few. You reap what you sow, it is this simple. You are co-creating your reality, and you will see those who create a dense, fearful reality, and those who move forward in fearlessness and joy. This has been prophesied for a long time. The coming of the harvest of souls. Will you reap the harvest? Will you have a seat at the feast and the celebration? All are invited, but not all accept the invitation. But I am pure love, and all will be given as much time and as many opportunities needed in order to evolve and grow. So it is. I am the Great Spirit that moves through all that is. I am love. I am order. I am justice. I am mercy. So be it. Amen and amen. Thank you, Great Spirit. That message is a little intense, so if you're watching this channel, you are probably on the path that is ascending, so I wouldn't be too worried about it. And I think there are a lot of different levels of consciousness on the planet, so I know I've lost a few friends this year, and they're just great, sweet people. So I don't think that just because a person leaves the planet means that they're in this total lower vibration at all. I mean, who knows what they're going to be doing in the afterlife. I was walking in the park this week, and I did hear a really positive message after another acquaintance of ours passed away this week. And I just heard that the angels are assisting the many people who are leaving the planet right now and helping them decide their next experience or adventure. So I think we always have choices, which is good. And then there is also the people who are, in even a lower just consciousness that are trying to control others. And I think that might be a little bit of a different story, or the demonic beings that are kind of at their end time right now, or who are seeming to be ramping up everything and trying to control everyone. So I think eventually those beings will be bound, because nothing can stop what's coming. That's what I keep being told. So they've asked me to go back and read my intuitive message from the full moon, and this was just from my higher self. So enjoy. The energy surrounding this full moon is one of karmic release or karmic reckoning. Those who have narcissistic leanings will be reaping what they have sown. Those who are in service to themselves will find themselves at the end of the selfish stick as it comes back to give them a taste of what they themselves have created. Those who have been tirelessly working to clear their trauma and karma are coming to the end of a cycle, and their hard work, as they have passed many initiations of the soul, will come back to bless them with what they need for their next chapter in life. The collapse of old patterns is in progress as the earth is moving into a new frequency and cycle, and it cannot sustain that which is no longer in resonance with her rising. Evil will begin to eat its own tail, and those who participate in evil will continue to be exposed and denounced. The sun is continuing to share its light with your planet, and we ask you, who will rise with the blessed solar rays that are flowing in and assisting in the great purge of darkness? Who will stand in their divine power and freedom? Who will claim their independence from anything or anyone who steals your joy and sovereignty? You who work with the light, know yourselves and claim your victory over darkness as you continue to stand in your truth, and as you continue to heed the guidance of the Great Spirit through the waters of renewal, transformation, death, and rebirth. Change is afoot. Where will you stand? So from these messages, it's looking like the timeline split between basically the two choices or options are going to be intensified and beginning to ramp up even more as things begin to just get more intense, I guess. And I am kind of seeing this with a few acquaintances that I know that are just, not doing too well. And sometimes my husband will come home and people seem like they're just kind of going crazy. So I just want to remind y'all, just ground yourselves and stand in your power and sovereignty and do your meditation and prayer and really connect with the Creator so that you're guided through this crazy time. So then I wanted to share a session that my husband and I did with a really kind of salt of the earth couple. The wife was Mormon and the husband was Catholic, but they were really open. And they were really curious about the work we were doing. They just asked us to come and help clear out some energies because they had kind of felt like a presence, and they would sometimes fight when they were in their basement. They felt like there might be a portal there. So we did do a clearing, and we did some psychopomp work, which I might talk about in the next video, and what that means and what that is in my shamanic practice. But I just wanted to mention a small part of this, which was really interesting. The chief that came to Michael and I in our last ceremony, he came to this clearing also, and he said he wanted to stay with the couple to help them raise their consciousness and their spirituality and awareness. And while we were in the backyard, and I heard that after we came back in and we were explaining that, the wife said that there was 2 knocks on her front door while we were in the backyard doing our work, and she opened the door and nobody was there. So I said, well, that's probably the chief knocking. And this chief said that he was a Christed being. So the knocking on the door today, it reminded me of like, behold, I stand at the door and knock. You know, are we going to allow God in, allow God's love in, or are we going to reject it? So when we heed the knocking, we heed those quiet moments where we're getting messages or thoughts or signs, and we know the Spirit is speaking to us. We need to pay attention to that. And I think that's really important right now, because we are going through, like I said, a really intense time, or maybe even like a kind of a portal. Before 2020 kind of went down, I did get a message that a corona is a portal, and you can kind of move through with grace and ease and ascend, or you can fall through. So it's our choice, and these 2 channelings kind of explain that. It's our choice of which direction we're going to choose to go in this timeline split. So that is all I have for today, and until we speak again next week, enjoy your week and remain free. Love you guys.